Mass Effect is Bioware's new big thing. It's a story-driven game. You know, it's kind of an action RPG. It really branches into some really incredible territory. Great character interaction, stories, the most amazing digital actors you've ever seen. You can explore the galaxy, so the chance to take your starship to Normandy and go all over the place. You know, really pulling you and emotionally engaging you in the game. Mass Effect has a lot of influences outside the gaming world. I would say certainly cinema and the films of the 1980s, sci-fi films are quite inspirational for Mass Effect. There's no one yelling "Khan," but you know what you get is that sort of feel to it. You know, Blade Runner, Wrath of Khan, some of those really great movies. The soundtrack is people are just raving about it. We've had nothing but good commentary. A guy named Jack Wall is the lead composer. There's a few other composers involved as well. We see there's four key elements in Mass Effect. One of them is that character customization and progression. You yourself, your equipment, your party members, their equipment, quite broad. It's a really meaty chunk. The other one's story. You know, telling the part of it's conversation, but also amazing movies and cutscenes, and just a great story that pulls you through this incredible journey and the roller coaster that you go on. Another big factor is always combat, and we kind of even call it conflict. Sometimes it's not combat. Sometimes there's other things you can be doing. And finally, exploration, going across the galaxy and looking at, just finding stuff. It's a really rewarding experience. So one thing that's somewhat unique that we're doing in Mass Effect is the concept of being a paragon or a renegade. And so with Mass Effect, in fact, the game remembers the choices that you've made. And depending on how you pursue your mission and how ruthless or how altruistic you are, you can be more effective in interacting with the characters.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea. Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
And it's logical in the sense that if you have this huge reputation of being incredibly ruthless, when you're sitting there threatening someone, they're inclined to believe you.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
Rough these guys up and see what they say.
I just killed 50 bodyguards to get in here. What do you think I'll do to you?
Screw Fist. He doesn't pay us enough for this.
Yeah, well, the key concept behind the combat in Mass Effect is not, a quick blush, a quick look. It looks an awful lot like just maybe a bit of a standard over-the-shoulder third-person shooter, but it's a lot more. I think you have to really think of the fact that you've actually custom created, you've chosen the direction you'll go, then you've made further choice of which kind of character you are, and then your squad mates the same thing. You make all these decisions, you choose equipment, you can modify equipment, so you're making all these cool choices and customizing yourself. The number of planets and the kind of concept of the galaxy is quite unique in that some have nothing there. Some you drop down on and you just find a few minerals or a few broken things. And some you drop down and find a really cool mission and something that you can do. And some, start something that spans the galaxy. So it's really what's neat about it is just, each player it's their own chance to experience and discover what's there. A couple of really big things that you actually do decide as a player, like there's a couple points in the game where you make big choices.
Captain, we've got a problem. Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
During the course of the game, there's some sort of micro decisions that have, hey, is this race going to survive or not survive? So they seem like small choices, but when you really sort of expand your mind on the concept, it's actually broad across the galaxy. Unfortunately, we're not talking right now about the voice talent. There are a number of, name brand voices in the game. It's actually, our main focus on the voices is always high quality. We want to try and get great quality voices. Some of them also end up being celebrity voices. The thing about the book is that it actually provides a really great background. It's a prequel, so there's no spoilers in it. It kind of introduces the characters, lets you know about the world, the different races, how they interact. Yeah, we'll see something in terms of post-release content, and if the game is really successful and the post-release content is successful, there'll be more. And that's Mass Effect, and it's coming soon, I think November 23rd, so please pick it up and enjoy it.